This is Arnold Comes of Age, a 1930s painting by Grant Wood, the great American regionalist. Grant Wood was apparently the only American artist who didn't like Paris. He went to Paris to study in art school, was there for about 18 months, and then comes back, moved to Cedar Rapids, and he spent the rest of his career in Iowa painting the American heartland. Of course, he's best known for American Gothic, the quintessential painting of kind of rural virtue and sobriety, the hardy folk of the Middle West. In Arnold Comes of Age, he does something a little bit different. We know from his writings and the most recent biographies of Grant Wood that he was gay, that he struggled with that throughout his life. He had a difficult time. And he codes that into Arnold Comes of Age. There's, first of all, you see in the corner, there's the idyllic swimming scene, the skinny dipping scene that would be known to a lot of young men. Again, this is different than the pestilential carnival of flesh that George Bellows showed in his riverfront paintings. This is idyllic. This is Huck and Tom on the Mississippi. It's a quintessential, innocent, Midwestern scene. But what I want to point to is the butterfly, which overlaps Arnold's right arm. The butterfly is interesting, first of all, because papillon, and Grant Wood may have picked this up in Paris, papillon in French for butterfly, means also in French slang, gay man. The butterfly is also interesting because it mutates and evolves from something slug-like and ugly into something beautiful. If you will, it comes out. But I want to point to the butterfly because the secondary characteristic of the butterfly is that the very beauty of its wings and body allow it to hide in plain sight. It camouflages itself in the shrubs and foliage, hiding from predators that seek to destroy it. And in this small symbol of the butterfly, Wood, a representational artist, is coding in the very notion that to be a gay man, particularly in Middle America, would require you to hide in plain sight, to navigate a world which in many ways was hostile to you, expressing yourself only when you could be confident that what you wanted to express would be well received by a society that frequently was antagonistic toward you. So at the very moment that Arnold comes of age, he's faced with the dilemma of how he's going to mask and code his behavior, just as Grant Wood did in navigating Middle America in the 1930s.